शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शत्रुबुद्धिविनाशाय दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तुते दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तुते.
Good morning students. कैलाश चंद्र पंडा प्रांत इंग्लिश प्रमुख शिक्षा विकास समिति ओडिशा welcomes you to a new English grammar class. In our last class we discussed about the use of to plus infinitive and bare infinitive and present participle also. And today we shall discuss about the new topic, that is past participle and perfect participle. I suppose you must have known the rules of to plus infinitive, bare infinitive and present participle. Today we shall discuss some of the rules which will help you to use the past participle and perfect participle in our day-to-day English. Let's come to the past participle. First of all, we have to know what is past participle. Past participle form of the non-finite verb is the third form of the verb. It denotes an action or state which completed and hence is no longer in progress. Okay? The suffix generally en, n, ed, d or t are added to the base form of the verb to make past participle form of non-finite verb. We can also use others in our irregular verbs. For example, fall plus en, that is fallen, give plus n, given, fail plus ed, failed, invite plus d, that is invited, and leave plus t, that is left. In our irregular form of verb, we can also use the other things. Let's now discuss the use of past participle form of non-finite verb. Many times, students, past participle is used as an adjective. For example, a broken chair is of no use. Here the broken word, it is a past participle form of non-finite verb. It expresses the quality of the chair, so it is an adjective. Just like a burnt child dared the fire. He lives in a deserted house. The failed candidates are eligible to appear again. Now come to the next point. Past participle is usually used to form the perfect tense. While reading present perfect and past perfect, we have known it. For example, he has done his duty. It is a perfect participle form, perfect form of the verb. It is a present perfect form. He had told a lie. It is the past perfect form. So after has or had or have, generally we use past participle form of the non-finite verb. Next, come to a good point. That is, we generally use past participle form of non-finite verb to form a passive sentence. to form a passive sentence, a passive voice, sentence of passive voice. For example, the work has been finished, the trees have been cut, the letter is being written. Generally, while learning the rules of the passive structure, we have already read that in a passive structure sentence, the main verb will be in past participle form. Here finished, cut and written are used to make the passive sentence. Lastly, past participle form of non-finite verb is used to combine some sentence. Some sentences are combined by using past participle form of the verb. For example, the glass is broken, it is the first sentence. It cannot hold water, it is the second sentence. If you join the two, then what will happen? The broken glass cannot hold water. Do you understand? Just like hit by an arrow, the bird fell down dead. This is all about the past participle form. Now come to the perfect participle form. Perfect participle is formed by adding having or having been to the past participle. That means past participle before past participle, if we use having or having been, then it will be perfect participle. It also expresses the past. For example, having done, having seen, having been wounded, etc. We can take some sentences to understand it better. Having seen his father off, he came back home. The sun having set, birds return to their nests. Just like we can use another sentence. Having kept my books on the table, I went out to play. Now use of having been. Having been wounded in the battle, he surrendered. Having been insulted twice, he refused to talk to me. So these are the examples of perfect participle form of non-finite verb. So students, in this way, we complete the non-finite verb in our 5 series. In our next class, we will see another important topic. Till then, goodbye. Stay blessed.